Thank you for stopping by to see what I've created for today's video. So I am going to show you the card that I created for Craft Roulette episode number 222. And here are some of the products that I use. I pulled out this FUNN Let It Snow Specialty Designer Series paper that's retired from Stampin' Up. And I'm using these two patterns on my card today. But this is a fun paper pack. I love it. I think it just has so many. I love snowmen, so I think, and I love these colors together. So I am in love with this paper pack. So that's the paper that I'm using. And here are some of the other stuff that I'm using, but I will go show you what I use once I pull in my card and we talk about each of the parameters. So here is my card, and the project had to be Dutch door. Well, I decided I was going to do a double Dutch door, and the way that works is this goes up and then you have these two panels that go out. So this is a double Dutch door. And so that's my project. Colors had to be gnomes. Well, gnomes can be any color as far as I'm concerned. But in this case, we have some Christmas gnomes. So my colors are Real Red and Coastal Cabana. And pretty much that's it. Some black. But, you know, black could be for the gnomes' shoes or whatever. So I wasn't too concerned about that because gnomes can be any color because they can go with any season. Okay, so that's taken care of. The movie had to be, the element had to be a movie. So here is a picture of the movie that I'm focusing on, and it's called Christmas in Evergreen. And I love all the Christmas Hallmark movies. In fact, we are currently doing, Hallmark is doing the Christmas in July. And so that has been real fun to watch as well. But I love that red truck that's in that movie. And so that's what I decided to focus on for my card today. And that truck comes from the Trucking Along. And I did have to pull out for this one, I didn't do my Misty. I ended up pulling out my Stamparatus because once I lined up everything on the truck, I didn't want to have to move the paper or anything like that. And that's what I love about the Stamparatus. Because if you can see here, I had, see these pull out. So what I did was I have the truck color on one side. Then on the other side, I have the truck outline. And so what I did was I just popped that in its place, stamped my color. Then I could pull it out, turn it around, and then I had that lined up so I could do the black. Then I had a whole nother panel that had the wheels. So I went ahead and popped that in. And that's what I like about the Stamparatus as opposed to the Misty, because I can use both sides of this and I can flip it around and do that. So that is my favorite part of the Stamparatus over the Misty. So I know they don't sell it anymore, but I do believe I have some. I can't remember how many I have, and I think I'm going to go ahead and at some point sell them. So because I've been seeing people sell them on these Stampin' Up selling Facebook groups, and they're selling pretty good because they're no longer available. So that was my movie. And then as far as the building block or blocks went, I went ahead and did my presents that's in the back of this truck as my building blocks, because all those presents are there, and then they look like little blocks to me. And then I did a set of 2, and that also was from the trucking along. And so that is what I'm considering my building blocks. And then I had to pull out my trees for sale, mostly just for the dies, because I wanted a little wreath with a bow on the door. And the trees for sale has the perfect little wreath and bow in this set. So that's what I used from that set. And then as far as the So Many Stars, so this says wishing you a festive Christmas, but then I wanted to say something on the inside. So I pulled that, may you enjoy this beautiful season. And I pulled that from the So Many Stars set. And then of course I had my punch that matches that trucking along, so that I could, after I got my truck stamped, I was able to punch it out, and then I could pop it up on the front of this card after I added those presents. And I also added another, I had to fussy cut them out. If I was going to do a bunch of these, I would probably stamp them and take them over to my brother's scan and cut machine and let it do the work. But since I was only needing 3 for this card, I just did it by hand. And the third one I just put right there on the inside, along with some more of that paper, designer paper there at the bottom. So there is my card for Craft Roulette episode number 222. I hope you enjoyed this card and this video. If you did, you know what you can do. You can show me your joy by giving it a thumbs up. Okay, well, until my next video, remember, choose joy, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.